In today's show, we explore fish farming the Abagusi way. They say they mainly practice fish pond farming. While most fish farmers put up ponds to rear fish for subsistence use, they say they still make profits from their neighbors who usually come to buy once they hear the fingerlings have matured into adult fish. Join us as we explore pisciculture, or rather, fish farming in Nyamira County. Fish farming in Nyamira County has been on a steady rise, with production of fish estimated at 470 tons against a demand of 45,500 tons per year. Samson Kidera, the Deputy County Director of Fisheries in Nyamira County, takes us through the history of fish farming in his county.
Fish farming in Nyamira has a long history. Before the inception of devolution. So we started from economic stimulus program, where we had a program which was supporting fish farming. And a number of farmers were brought on board and embraced that kind of aquaculture. And when the county government came into being, then the county government of Nyamira also embraced fish farming. And in 2013-2014 financial year, commercial fish farming was taken as a flagship project by the county government of Nyamira. Yeah, so it was supporting farmers mainly through the input like fingerlings and initial fish feed to supplement. The total number of fish farmers in Nyamira from the economic stimulus package up to the inception of the county government up to now is around 4,000 farmers and above. The one which have been supported by the county government is over 1,000.
Farmers in Nyamira mainly rear the tilapia and catfish varieties of fish. The main reason is because these two varieties mature at a fast rate.
Doing fish farming as an agribusiness, we have two main species that we encourage farmers to grow in Nyamira. One is Nile tilapia, Oreochromis niloticus, and we allow them to grow the male, not the female. The male, they mature fast and they grow very fast to table size, compared to females that will use a lot of energy to breed and they will not grow to table size. So we advise them to embrace the Nile tilapia. Then second species is catfish, the Clarias garriapinus. The Clarias garriapinus also grows very faster and it also reaches table size very fast. So those are the two main species that we encourage farmers in Nyamira to grow. Nyamira as a county favors the growing of fish farming because there is adequate springs which have fresh water that is good for the freshwater fish. The two species are freshwater. Yes, so the temperatures sometimes become very low, but on the average, they will enable the fish to grow very fast. So within 1 year cycle, then the fish will reach to maturity.
Paris Mongare is the county executive member in charge of agriculture in Nyamira County.
We have aquaculture. We have the county government. Before devolution, there was a program, economic stimulus program, that was supporting farmers on the aquaculture, fish pond farming. But we realized for it to be sustainable as a county, the farmers have to cost share. So the farmer constructs the pond, and then we were supporting them with the initial fingerlings. Then from there, they do it on their own as a business. Yeah, also the fish ponds that were there, we're also supporting farmers.
Fisheries and whatever is the most important one in this county, because we do not have industries, and we expect that our industries will emanate from the development of agriculture.
Chaki, karibu hapa nyumbani.
Kennedy Onwonga Mogire, the County Director of Agriculture in Nyamira, concurs with Paris, saying that the reason why their county has prospered in fish farming is because the county has employed an extension officer under the Fisheries Department in every ward so as to assist farmers whenever the need arises.
So unajua watu wetu wengi wanapotea sauli ya information. When we came 2013 to start the county, we didn't have staff in the wards. So when we approached our governor, His Excellency Mheshimiwa Nyagarama, he accepted to lobby for us so that we can employ. And we employed 77 staff. Ambaye wengine wanafanya AI services na akanunua motorbikes for them. So in every ward there is an extension staff ambaye ni wa AI services, wa agriculture, wa livestock na fisheries. So tukiwa kwa ward, our experts wanaweza advise farmers vile wanafanya, na wakiwa advise hivyo inasaidia. So when we compare other counties that never employed the extension workers, it becomes difficult. Unapata 3 staff wako kwa sub county kama Manga ama Borabu. The 3 staff to reach farmers up to 200,000, it's impossible. So with this staff wakienda hata wakuwe na barasa wa explain farmers. Kama sasa tuko na projects 3 Nyamira. Kuna National Agricultural and Rural Inclusive Growth Project na kuna ASDSP ambaye farmers wanakuja in a group, wanaandika proposals, wanasaidiwa. These are the extension staff that are advising the farmers vile wanatakana farm. So wakiraise in flagship projects waseme sisi tuko interested in fish farming. So wana form a group inaitwa wako na common interest. So inaitwa common interest group.
Group approach is what we've encouraged farmers to do, because much as we employ the extension officers, we are not able to reach the farmers from door to door like it used to be. There was a program called Training and Visit. So sometimes you find farmers complaining, agriculture, they are not being seen. And yet, if we have a few officers in the ward, what we encourage actually is they come up in groups, because they are able to be reached. But if there's an individual farmer who wants to be visited, it's also demand-driven. You can also require the services, and they are available.
In August 2016, the county government of Nyamira reported that they had constructed close to 230 ponds and 3 dams. Apart from that, the county also handed farmers over 40,000 fingerlings. It is through this initiative that most farmers got interested in practicing fish farming. One outstanding factor that has led Nyamira to emerge among the top fish farmers is the fact that the county government has employed extension officers in almost all wards to assist and train farmers of various fish farming methods.
Group approach is what we've encouraged farmers to do, because much as we employ the extension officers, we are not able to reach the farmers from door to door like it used to be. There was a program called Training and Visit. So sometimes you find farmers complaining, agriculture, they are not being seen. And yet, if we have a few officers in the ward, what we encourage actually is they come up in groups, because they are able to be reached. But if there's an individual farmer who wants to be visited, it's also demand-driven. You can also require the services, and they are available.
Expounding on how the extension officers in Nyamira County are able to reach a great number of farmers, Paris revealed that they usually start by recruiting farmers who have shown interest in a particular kind of farming. After recruiting, they are usually trained before they are introduced to a particular kind of farming.
We have tried, like before the farmers benefit, they are recruited. We find that ward committees are formed, were formed for them to give out the beneficiaries, to know who are the vulnerables. and before that they are trained on officers, extension officers, are able to sensitize them, train them, like now with bananas, they are told how you dig the holes and all that. Yeah, if anybody, any group in need can require when request the services, they are always reached.
Capacity building of fish farmers. When you give a technology to a fish farmer, then if you enrich their knowledge, the technical know-how on how to practice that particular enterprise, then they will be much better. So training and capacity building is the key issue.
Aquaculture activities in Kenya involve the production of tilapia, the African catfish, the rainbow trout, and a variety of marine species. Tilapia and catfish production is mainly done under semi-intensive systems under earthen ponds, while the rainbow trout production is done in intensive raceways and tank systems. Tilapia species, however, constitute the largest portion of aquaculture production in Kenya, as Paris explains.
And then in the wards, we also have an agriculture person, livestock, the veterinary, as I said. Fisheries is where we might not have in the ward, but in every sub-county we have. Yeah, so they are supposed to visit, that's what they are supposed to do every day. And I was saying, like, this program that has come up, like the projects that we have, there's also a work plan and the farmers are visited.
Kopen Ngasora is one of the over 1,000 fish farmers who have been trained by the county government in Nyamira. He mainly rears fish for commercial purposes. He only has one pond which he mainly rears the tilapia fish variety.
Hii mradi, hii kidimbwi iko na 24 feet kwa 34 feet urefu. Na ile samaki ambao inatakiwa kuwa kwa hiyo mradi ni kama approximately 1,000. Lakini hizi ambazo ziliwekwa hapa, samaki hizi zingine nilinunua kwa fisheries huko Kisii na zingine nilipewa na county government. County government ilinipatia 1,200 fingerlings na nikanunua huko 800. Nyamira County government. Yeah. Knowledge nilifundishwa na extension officer wa hii ward ya Magwagwa.
Many farmers in Nyamira have adopted different forms of pisciculture. The County Director of Agriculture in Nyamira, Kennedy Mogire, is also a fish farmer. Unlike Kopen, Mogire mainly rears his fish for subsistence use.
Vile niko Nyamira, Governor His Excellency promote horticulture production, smallholder horticultural crop production na promotion kwa wakulima by purchasing greenhouses. So wakati aliingia kazi akapurchase 80 greenhouses, 4 per ward. Tuko na 20 wards in Nyamira. So vile nilikuwa nahusika na kuambia wakulima vile wanapanda, the idea ya kuharvest water ikakuja. Kama sasa na mimi nilijikaza nikanunua greenhouse nikaweka. Lakini hii greenhouse imekuwa na gutters ya kukata maji. Sasa hiyo maji naweza weka kwa tank. Lakini idea ikakuja, what about fish? Ndio nikaamua wacha niweke these two twin fish ponds. Kwa saa hii ni tilapia tu. Unajua tilapia watu wanaipenda zaidi kuliko mudfish. Ilikuwa rahisi na fingerlings zake ni rahisi kupata.
Mogire has a twin pond and they both have dump liners. He says these ponds are big enough to accommodate more than 300 fish.
Tungeweka samaki 300 hapa na 300 hapa. Lakini tukaogopa shauri ya maji. Tukasema wacha tuanze na 170 hapa 170 hapa. Wali harvest wakapeana, lakini sasa ni kama wako na tendency ya kutaka kuharvest wenyewe for home consumption. Lakini the best wangefanya shauri ya maji, wangetoa zingine siko hapa, warudisha hapa, ndio waweke new ndogo. Lakini sasa si unaona nyumbani wanataka waendelee kukula.